Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Tell Your Friends podcast, episode 17 here. NFL Week 14. Drew DeSalle sitting across the table from Mikey Jeet Cyberg. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, how we doing? It's good to be back.
Yeah, we got quite a studio set up here. We got the TV down in the kitchen, using it as the display. It's looking awesome.
I got to be honest, I'm a little thrown off with this new setup, the no headphones. I'm usually like hearing things in stereo now. I'm just like talking cold into the mic here. Feels a little strange, but I'll get used to it.
And we parted ways over the weekend. We really haven't even seen each other until, just 5-10 minutes ago, walking through the door? So
yeah, barely. We really jumped right into this thing, really hitting the ground running with the podcast this week. It's about 7:45 on Tuesday. But we wanted to get this thing out to you guys. We had a good week of football, a good week of playoffs, week 1.
Yeah. Give me any highlights from down in Florida, anything quick that you can share or what?
Nothing crazy, man. Did the old cousin wedding, played some golf, nice weather, warm weather.
How'd you shoot?
Not too bad in the first day. The second day was a little bit, I picked the wrong course on the second day. It was like an executive course. You ever hear one of those?
Yeah.
It's like a hybrid between a par 3 course and a normal golf course. So once I found out that was the situation, because I booked it on Golf Now, my whole game was thrown off, and I was a little disappointed.
So it doesn't sound like you beat your dad or anything.
Well, you win some, you lose. I think I might have beaten him. I was definitely beating him on the first day. We only played 14 holes because we got stuck behind a couple of old buzzards. That's the problem with Florida golf. You get caught up. It's everyone's 90 and taking their sweet ass time. And this group, man, they slowed down in the back.
Jeez, oh man.
Oh, we had fun. We had a good time. We made the best of it. I'm sure I didn't have half as much fun as you had at SantaCon. I purposely didn't ask you anything about it because I wanted to get the live take on it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm a little jealous of all the sunshine and the warmth down there in Florida, but yeah, New York City, SantaCon over the weekend for me was awesome. It lived up to my hype. It was a great time. Got to go to my favorite bar. Got to go to McSorley's. It's like the oldest one in Manhattan or whatever. You've been there, right, or no?
No, I've never been there. I saw you there. I'm thinking you need to expand your horizons a little bit. There's 10,000 bars and restaurants in New York City, and you're going to the same goddamn one. Yeah.
You got to understand that they come and the guys, they can hold 20 beers, at one time, and they put them all down at the table. There's like sawdust on the floor. Amazing bar. If you guys are ever in Manhattan, go check out McSorley's. It's down lower Manhattan somewhere.
What were some of the other highlights? You got to fill the listening audience in on this infamous kiss.
Yes. Oh. I don't know if we're ready to go there.
Ease them in with an easier story.
I don't know if we're ready to go there on public radio.
Okay, ease them in there. You gotta give them something. This isn't the mom episode.
So yeah, New York City's amazing. Obviously, everybody dressed up like Santa. You get up super early. I was like first one out of bed like Christmas morning. I'm like 8:30. I'm going to get the champagne and the coffee and some bananas. And as soon as I walk on the streets with the suit, people are like coming up and taking selfies and being all nice and stuff. So I knew it was gonna be a great time.
People are taking selfies with you in a Santa suit. There's about 15,000 people in Santa suits.
Well, you got to check the Instagram, man. This was not your average Santa suit.
That's true. I did catch a glimpse of it. You're right. So fill me in on the selfies. Just random people on the streets in New York?
Yeah, just people being so nice. I would say the bartenders too, noticeably nice. Way nice people up there.
Interesting. You're probably the first person to ever go to New York City and compliment the people for their friendliness.
Yeah. But anyways, debauchery, fun, drinks, friends, college buddies, stuff. Denzel, who hosted one of the other podcasts, he was up there with me. But anyways, I guess Trump came up to New York or something on Sunday, and there was so much bad traffic right when I was trying to leave. I literally almost missed my train. I was like, I got out of the Uber like a couple blocks early, and I got my huge bag, and I'm like blasting through the streets like a madman and everything. It was a little nerve-wracking.
Living the New York way.
I know. But all right, what do we got for football-wise here?
Fun football weekend. I know both of us were a little tired, so we didn't see too much of it. But, hey, my Giants are back.
Yeah, I didn't watch a single snap outside of a highlight. But
well, I'll level with you here. I did download the NFL mobile app on Sunday when I was at the wedding so I could watch the Giants-Cowboys. So I was sitting there with the phone out watching the first half of the Giants-Cowboys game instead of doing the wedding. But hey, I was pumped about a big win.
Wait, so the wedding's on Sunday.
Yeah.
You're watching the game instead of being focused on the wedding? Not in
what am I focused
church. At the reception, you mean?
Well, there was no church. Actually, it was the nicest ceremony I've ever been to. It was only 20 minutes long, and we moved on with our lives. But this was at the reception. I was just sitting there with there was no TV anywhere in sight, so I had to download the app and get a little crafty.
Got a little vodka soda sitting there, right?
Yeah, I was pounding those motherfuckers like you knew I would.
Nice.
Just a regular Sunday night.
But yeah, the boys here, we're happy, man. Giants pick up a big win. Steelers pick up a big win.
Yeah, rolling right along. It was a tough week after the Steelers game, but Giants sweep the Cowboys. Forced to be reckoned with these days, you know?
Absolutely, man.
Pretty weak game. I don't know if you saw any of it. It was a 10-7 game.
Really? Just defensive or turnovers or what?
All defense, turnovers. I think both teams had 3. Des Bryant had 1 catch, and that 1 catch turned into a game-losing fumble.
Jeez.
And that Giants defense, man, is the real fucking deal. Of course, Odell Beckham broke the game open with the 70-yard broke the game open. Took the lead with a 70-yard touchdown.
I think I did. Did Collins get a pick?
History.
Collins might have even got a pick.
Collins
on a tipped
grabbed
ball.
a fumble.
He grabbed the fumble.
Grabbed a fumble.
That guy's incredible, man. Landon Collins.
That Giants defense is really carrying this team. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And we had a little Dak and Romo controversy. That's 2 weeks in a row where Dak Prescott has not played up to his billing. It's good to have him back in the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Giants, I guess you give it to Giants. They've been a good team this year. Maybe the Cowboys take a week off. I think they're still a great team. I saw Odell's always doing his jersey exchanges. What he did his jersey exchange with Zeke, you know.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's like it's a soccer game, you know what I mean? They're giving each other their shirts off their backs after the game.
Oh, yeah, everyone's friends out there now.
I don't know, though. I didn't see too many other things. Steelers, Lev Bell, he scored like 1 million touchdowns or 1 million rushing yards. He had a great day, I guess. That was the highlight of that game.
That was a cool game. I was watching that game in the snow as I was sitting poolside sipping on a cocktail.
Jeez.
I was like, man, that's a different world up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can get used to staying down here.
But what the big thing we saw is they finally broke the news on Jeff Fisher, right? They finally let him go. Put him out of his misery.
It was literally a week ago today that we were sitting here staring at each other like, this guy just got a 2-year extension?
Yeah.
I mean, that didn't make any sense. And still, it really doesn't. Why are you giving the guy the extension? And I guess they agreed upon it before the year, but why are you announcing that?
Right.
With full intentions to fire the guy the following week? I don't know.
I know. I wonder if he had any say in it or if he had anything to do with it. If he wanted to
firing?
Hey, I don't want to be the losingest coach ever.
That's true. That isn't a little wrinkle in there because he tied Dan Reeves for the most losses by any NFL coach. So maybe it's like, you know what?
Right.
Fuck this shit. I'm not taking this record by myself, and sailed off into the sunset.
He took the cheap way out.
Into the 7-9 sunset.
That would be pretty weird, but that'd be hilarious if he did that.
That would be, but Jeff Fisher, we wish you the best.
Who's upcoming on their schedule? I wonder. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, who cares? They're 4-9 with no chance of anything.
Yeah, they were
Seahawks. Although they have their number this year.
They were the Hard Knocks team this year, which basically that's more or less a kiss of death. Isn't one of the prerequisites for that show you have to suck the year before, right?
Yeah, you have to be terrible. That is one of the prereqs.
Yeah,
I think
coming
you miss
up
the playoffs. You're an eligible team.
Okay, L.A. Rams upcoming schedule. They got Seahawks Thursday night game. Then they got Niners, which that's a
winnable game.
Yeah, they could beat Niners.
Those teams are a collective 5 wins.
And then they got Cardinals on New Year's Day. So
but
probably two more
line.
losses coming at him. So yeah, he would have definitely set the record, right?
Oh, absolutely. He would have gotten at least 1. I mean, that team is just pathetic, and under his leadership, it makes him even worse.
Yep.
So we wish him the best. But let's get to what you all came for, the recap of the divisional round.
Yeah, the fantasy steamroller playoffs underway.
Before we get into it, I think we made a mistake in last week's podcast. There is, in fact, a consolation bracket for all you losers out there. And I guess the people were probably listening to this podcast if they're in the losers bracket saying, wait a second, I have a game this week, and they're telling me that there's nothing going on.
Yeah, I don't think I set a roster, but technically there is 2 bye weeks in the consolation one, which is weird.
And we both had them,
you
so
and
we're
me.
like, we're not playing. We're both not playing this week, so we might not have a consolation bracket. But there is one, folks.
So if you think you're out of it, well, you may still be out of it, but you may still be in it, so double check.
And quick congratulations to both Aaron's team and Stephen Pedley's team for moving on against
in the losers.
the big players of the Bird Street.
Oh, geez.
Listen, I put up a pathetic 70.48 points this week.
Oh, geez.
Holy shit! Now I guess
Didn't matter.
I probably didn't set my lineup. Yeah, it was against the bye, but it's still.
All right,
a very
so
nice reminder.
Who's in this thing, or how do you want to break down the matchups, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, we'll get right to it with both matchups. I think let's start with Brendan and Aaron because this game really surprised me. I don't know about you. I thought that Aaron was going to O's your daddy was going to come away with the win and really make a little bit of a run here.
So this is 137 for Brendan, 105 for Aaron. And if you look at scoring throughout our league or throughout our season, that 137, that's a pretty good number. That'd be hard to beat on most weeks. 105 is respectable, but that, yeah, you'd say you'd probably get saddled with the loss most weeks or anyways, right?
Yeah, respectable, but that's not going to cut it in the playoffs. And I think you look through the lineup and just a couple of stinkers from Devontae Freeman and your boy Ben Roethlisberger putting up 2.6.
Some of it's weather related, I would imagine. I'm not sure what other people are saying on Ben not having a huge day, but Lev Bell killed it, so there's no offensive questions there for me. Yeah, Freeman putting up, Freeman, somebody who carried him for the Falcons, and he puts up 3.8 for Aaron. So that's somebody who kind of let him down come playoff time here.
And you got some surprise stars coming out of the woodwork from Brendan. You got David Johnson with a solid 17 points, but then you got Bilal Powell on the Jets. Who would even think that guy would put up any points? I guess you see the matchup against San Fran.
Kelsey,
almost 35.
Kelsey carrying his weight with a little over 15, over 100 receiving yards against tough matchup with Oakland.
Hey, you know what they say? I mean, the big players are going to drive you to the playoffs, but it's really the mystery guy who's going to you need to have your whole roster step up, and that's what we saw from Brendan. So it looks like he probably would have. Am I reading this right? He would have won any of these matchups. He was the highest scorer in the playoffs. So yeah, 137 is respectable. We haven't given much respect to this guy all year, but
he's moving in the right direction, man. He's trending. He's trending in the right way, yeah.
And he'll take on Dick's Earthquake in the championship rounds.
Yeah, so Nolan, Dick's Earthquake getting one of the two buys. That'll be the next week matchup, those two, right? Okay.
Yeah, and the battle for Matty Z came down to the battle of the Eaton Corporation with Timmy Hartnett maybe next year and Michael Biblis, me.
That's right. My fellow coworkers and fellow coworkers to each other as well. Maybe next year, me. Tim and Michael Biblis, yep.
And after Timmy H was supposed to win pretty handily in the original projections by almost 20 points.
Wow, I just pulled it up. Wow. How do you lose with Lev Bell on your team this week?
Oh, I didn't see that either. Holy shit.
I bet you it's just like a single-digit percentage or a double, like maybe 10% of teams that had Lev Bell actually lost. He has Lev Bell put up almost 52 points.
Yeah,
and he still only totaled at 110.
Although you also have to take into account that he had Russell Wilson who threw not 3, not 4, but 5 interceptions. How this guy has positive points for the week, I do not know.
And I'm seeing this. See, now that I'm, fair warning, I told you I didn't watch a live snap of anything. This is all against Green Bay. See, they must have had bad weather too or something. Green Bay? They talking about that same Green Bay defense that's, looked like Swiss cheese?
Yeah, that Green Bay defense stinks, and they came to play. But I just looked through it. Here's how you lose a playoff game. Tim had 7 of his, what is this? What do we have? 10 or 11 roster spots? 7 with single-digit points this week.
Yeah, that's.
You can get 52 at Lev Bell, but you have all those players not coming through. He can't carry the whole team, and he still made it close.
That's a shame. I mean, he's had a good team. They don't show up on the wrong week, and now he's looking on the outside in, right?
Tough week for quarterbacks, man. I'm looking through this. Even Drew Brees only put up 4.4.
Yeah, 3 picks against at Tampa Bay there.
How about Wilson winning the quarterback matchup with 5 picks this week?
That's a good point. Well, good performers for Biblis though. McCoy up in Buffalo against the Steelers. I guess Robert Kelly kind of carried his weight there. The Redskins playing a divisional game against Philly.
And the resurgence of Jordy Nelson. Here come the Pack, man. They're heating up. Aaron Rodgers is looking like Aaron Rodgers, and from a football perspective, that's got to make you a little nervous in the NFC.
Yep. So who does Biblis get to play then? The total on that was 115-110. Biblis over Tim. Let's look forward to the next week a little bit.
Matty Z.
Yeah.
Matty Z at Biblis, the 1 versus 5.
Wow, look at that. Predictions look tight for those two. The other two, though, I mean, maybe they have some guys to swap in and out. Look, Nolan's already got 143, 144 predicted points.
Yeah, we said that last week. It's going to be quite the upset in this league if Dick's Earthquake does not come away with the championship. I mean, he's just been the most dominant force all year, despite Matty Z's 9-game winning streak to end the year.
I wonder if we should listen back to last week who we picked to win it all. I don't even remember.
I think we both picked Dick's Earthquake.
Yeah, we both picked the same.
I know we picked Aaron
and then we had a favorite
Daddy as our sleeper pick
to get in.
Joke's on us.
Yep.
But that's okay.
All right, so that's some of the playoff stuff. We got, this is what you call the semifinal, and then we have the final. So 2 more weeks.
Yeah, we got the NFC and AFC championship week this week.
And there's
Kick it with the champions.
One Saturday game maybe.
Yeah, Jets and the Dolphins play Saturday at 4:30 or 8. I'm not sure.
Is that just one of those?
I think just one. I don't know why they're doing that, and I don't know why they're making the shitty Jets-Dolphins game.
Well, they do. I mean, I know they do it because there's no college, which makes sense, but...
Well, pick a better game. And the next week, you got Christmas Eve. You got all the games are on Saturday. That'll be cool.
Yep. All right, so 2 more weeks of fantasy, 3 more weeks of actual NFL, and then we'll be in playoff NFL mode, right?
Yeah, that season flew by.
Any Christmas thoughts or any parting thoughts for us here? What do you think?
Nothing crazy, man. We have 4 days and counting until the big party, the big Christmas gift exchange.
That's right. I still got to pick up my gift for that.
Yeah, I do too. Have you thought of yours yet?
I got some ideas, but nothing I've committed to. So probably, I think it'll even be next week. I'll get it.
Well, next week's not going to work because the party's on Saturday. But
oh yeah. I'm thinking about. I got 2 grab bags.
Yeah, so do I. We need at least one by Saturday.
Nice reminder. All right,
get your
guys.
gifts out there if you think the party's next week. It's already the goddamn December 13th. I looked at the calendar today and almost shit my pants. But holy shit.
All right, guys. Well, wait. Will we? I don't know how next week's gonna work. Podcast. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll probably do a Monday guy next week.
Yeah, it might be coming at you a day early, and we'll still be talking to you technically before Christmas, so we don't have to sign that off that way. But all right, guys, have a good week. Thanks for tuning in this week. All right.
Yeah, we'll see you at the party on Saturday, and tell your friends.